What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we are going to be focused on our octopus again. I said in the last video we were going to actually do a live feeding, but Oswald's still a little timid just because he's getting used to his environment. So we'll do that live feeding later on, but today we're going to build him an epic playground because octopus are so smart. He is already coming out. He's recognizing me. He's starting to notice and understand that I'm safe and I'm not there to hurt him. Sometimes I have to move the rocks around to get him to come out, but he is recognizing me and coming out, which is great. So I want to introduce some toys that will enrich his life. We're going to be building him an epic playground today, so you're not going to want to miss this. But before we get out and get all this stuff, let's go take a look at Oswald and see how he's doing. And there is Oswald right back there. I use a turkey baster just to blow some water softly on him, just to interact with him a little bit, just to kind of get him to move, because I don't want him to freak out, and this helps him kind of understand it's safe. I'm not trying to hurt him in any way. Look at him. So he is so cool. Like, I'm gonna see just interacting with him every day, making him understand that I'm not dangerous, that I'm not gonna hurt him. And he starts to slowly understand that, and he'll put his tentacles out and actually touch me with them and suction to me a little bit, which is super cool. But I just want him to know that he's safe, just like working with a puppy or anything else, right? Being very soft and gentle and slow in my movements. And he comes right up to the surface of the water, which is so cool. See him suction cupping to my finger here. Such a cool creature. Oh my gosh, guys. Do you see this thing? He's just chilling up here. You know, this whole fleshy area right here is actually where all of his organs are. So everything that makes him survive is right here. He has this little siphon port on the side, and you notice that he's sucking water in. He's literally it's just a muscular area, this bulbous area here, where he siphons water through and out, which allows him to propel through the water, just like that right there. You can kind of see on the side of his face there's a little tiny siphon there. And this thing is doing so well. So he's been in this setup for about a week now. Obviously, he has survived. He did not meet the same demise as Dylan, who was Brenton's octopus, but he is doing so good. Let's get out and figure out how we're gonna build him an epic playground in this plastic bin setup. Alright guys, well, we are here at Walmart and we are in the toy section. So we're looking for things that this octopus can interact with, get inside of, and just enrich its life. So I'm thinking definitely some Legos. I've seen some videos where people build them Lego houses and they get inside and all those kinds of things. So we're gonna start with something like that. I just need like a base level Lego set I can build something out of. I mean, frisbees are kind of cool, like maybe just to have in there on the bottom because it's nice and colorful. Seems like a cool thing that an octopus may actually, you could float it on top of the water. He may actually get on top of this. They do in fact get out of the water and travel across land sometimes. We want things that are going to be safe, and I feel like these baby toys, this is perfect because this can actually suction cup right to the side of the glass. We'll be able to interact with that. Maybe one of these rattle balls. How about some rubber ducks floating across the surface of the water? I feel like that would be interesting for him to interact with and such. Alright guys, well, we're back with a lot of stuff. We have us a nice little terracotta pot. We also have this little globe. We have our frisbee. We have our little spinny toy. We have our little rubber ducks. We have our little ball. We have our little igloo house. More rubber duckies. And of course, we have our Legos. Now with these Legos, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and build us some sort of a structure. Well, now that we have all this stuff put together, what I want to do is go ahead and take this live rock out. We just want to be able to take it out so there is interaction with the toys that we have gotten. And I'll put all this stuff back in here for him. I keep saying him, but it could actually be a her as well. I don't know. We will find out at some point, I am sure. But right now, we will just assume that it's a him. So we just want to interact with him a little bit and just see how he does. So what I want to kind of start with here is our little Lego house. Alright guys, well our octopus has all kinds of things to play with, like floating ducks, this little ball here, the plastic container that you can see right there. The lid is currently off. We do not have a crab in there. His little Lego house, the little igloo, and then this little spinny thing right here. He actually was messing with this earlier, and you could see that he was kind of playing with it. But we want to see what he decides that he likes and what he doesn't like. And, you know, we'll let him kind of get used to all this stuff, and we'll see what happens. Is he about to back into his igloo? Oh my gosh, guys. Is he going into his igloo? He sure is. Look at that. He is going straight up into the igloo as we're closing down this video. And that is amazing, guys. Like, he's feeling around, just trying to see what's going on, what he likes, what he doesn't. Because they're very intelligent creatures. They have so many different nerve endings in their legs. Right now he's kind of moving around the Lego house and feeling it, seeing what he likes about it, what he doesn't. Totally wrapped up around that thing. Look at him there. Made himself look like a rock a little bit. Super, super cool. You know, gently touching him, gently touching his tentacles to make sure he understands that I am safe and that I'm not going to hurt him. He's just out exploring today. And there he goes. Such a cool creature, guys. Like, such a cool creature. My favorite thing I have ever owned by far. And I cannot believe that this thing was only $16. Starting to make his way into the rock structure. Of course, he knows that that's safe. That's his normal habitat. Leg all the way over here. Such a cool creature, guys. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at Oswald. Do you see his vent right there on the left side of his face?
Well, Oswald is tired from all the interactions today and is retreating back into his rock structure. So let's go take a look at a montage of him playing throughout his setup today.
Alright guys, well hopefully you went on to enjoy this video and you enjoyed watching little Oswald interact with all of his new toys. I will tell you, this is the craziest creature and the most awesome thing I have ever owned. I so love Oswald. So thanks for coming along on this journey with us. Make sure you're subscribed and you turn on that notification bell, because the next video will be a live feeding for Mr. Oswald. It's going to be epic, so make sure you come back to check that out. As well as if you decide to go check us out at freshwaterscrub.com, where we sell all of our live plants, merchandise, terrarium tools, all kinds of things like that, use the code Oswald, 10% off your order, and pick you up a couple things. As well as make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Links to both are down below. And with that, guys, I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so very much, and hey, we will see you next time.